Hi everyone, I'm an idiot. You must know this about me by now if you follow long enough. But yeah, I just finished Xenoblade 3 and I'm already going back to 2. The background image is somewhat of a spoiler. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry, I tried. I have an old save on here and I can't get rid of it. Like I reset, but it didn't fix. I'll probably just have a black screen over or whatever. Like I think I said before, I was gonna make this a non-story LP. I changed my mind on that. Screw it. We're going all in. I'm like Xenoblade 3 before. I'm going to try and complete that. If you know anything about this game, which I know considerable about more about 2 than I do 3, you know exactly how much of a nightmare that is. There is so much luck factored into it. Just like if you're even gonna get all the blades, which I won't. Like it's statistically impossible first time around, but thankfully I don't have to, because I have to beat the game twice, basically. You don't actually have to beat it twice, but you basically have to beat it twice. You have to beat it once and then go through a second time until the last level. So, yeah. There's a lot I can explain about this game, and I mean a lot. So, like with the other games, I'm not going to talk over cutscenes or anything. Heart to hearts are a little complicated. I probably won't for the most part, since this game actually does have heart to hearts. I'm probably not going to be the person you want to turn to if you want like story analysis or anything like that. Like that's just not my thing usually. I'll say I like the story of this game for the most part. I think it has a lot of spots where it kind of falls flat on its face, but in general, I think it's really good. I do get bothered by a lot of things that bother other people. I do think a lot of the character designs are just a mess. I'm not gonna complain about that too often. Like I've seen people that have beaten that horse to the point where it's not even a corpse anymore. But yeah, it's bad. I think there's like 40 rare blades, of which I think like 33, 34 of them are young female blades with breasts that are larger than the rest of their bodies. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Everyone knows it's stupid. You kind of just have to roll with the dumb. Uh, yeah, I still like it a lot. It does suffer, unfortunately, indirectly from being the game that came out after 3, and unlike Xenoblade 1, it has no definitive edition to fall back onto. You know, I would argue this game might need it more than Xenoblade 1, despite being newer. Quality of life features, maybe redesign some of the characters to look a little less silly. Cut out some of the more pointless scenes, because, oh dear, there are some scenes that actually just progress the plot zero. Like, I complained about that in 3, but, like, you could make an argument, a slim argument, an argument they did something. There are scenes in this game that actually just flat out do nothing. They're just pure anime filler. And I hate them. Like, whenever I find myself playing this game, I'll just skip them. Like, even when I'm doing story playthroughs, but it's... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reviewing the game before I'm even playing it. Let's go. And like you can tell from my name, like, I know a decent bit about this game. I am inevitably going to have to consult some guide walkthroughs at some points, because if you thought it was bad in 3, oh, just wait till we start getting into the blades nonsense in this game. It dwarfs 3's nonsense. It happens so often. Sorry, not. Just go. Like I was saying, we're gonna have to overwrite my save, so whatever. Confirm. I'm gonna go on normal. There are options to make it more difficult with the DLC, which I do have, but Let's go. Yeah, the game's just telling me that now, so. Alright, game's loading cutscenes, so I'll see you on however long.
We really do need to buy ourselves a new depth probe. The ping was off by 150 peds to the east. That's not gonna fly.
And what about the treasure, Rex? Was it in line with your expectations?
It seemed pretty solid. Didn't even have to reinforce it too much. Even with the labor costs, we should be able to turn a decent profit.
Honestly, it takes you 2 days to run the structural analysis. Yet somehow you can gauge the profits in an instant.
Don't go raining on my parade, Gramps. You know I'm in the salvaging trade for the cash. A little business sense goes a long way. All right? Whoa! I didn't expect that. You've been living in this thing, big guy.
Rex.
No worries, Gramps. I think we know what's for lunch.
Are you beginning to see what I was talking about when I said there was just these entire pointless scenes, like that entire opening sequence? Like, I could have not muted. It wouldn't have made a difference. No one was saying anything. The entire scene meant nothing. It was just giving us a look at what it's like below the cloud sea, which we already get later on anyway. But, okay, tutorial. Tutorials kind of have this nasty habit of going away in this game once you read them, and even then, they're not always 100% accurate. It's, actually a really big point of contention in the game, and I honestly kind of agree that they're a bit of a mess. Like, the person that wrote them didn't seem to fully understand the mechanics of the game, or maybe the mechanics were changing a lot during development. That's possible too. I don't know. Right. Time during your lunch to initiate combat. First thing Rex needs to do is draw his weapon. Drawing your weapon, simply hold A while targeting an enemy. To display the target, just press R. Controls are mostly the same as they were in 3, but there are a few differences. Tell which enemy you're targeting by the target marker displayed above its head. Incidentally, you can also sheath your weapon if you'd rather not continue a fight. It's as simple as holding down R and pressing B. It is simple. It's a shame you can't look into this again 100 hours in without starting a new save. If you approach the target enemy with your weapon drawn, you'll execute attacks automatically. This is your standard auto attack. Got all that, it's time to draw your weapon and start preparing your lunch.
Okay, time to
By the way, I didn't have to hold R there. That's one of the misinformations. I just pressed A. Auto attacks are delivered in sets of 3. The attack power increases with each blow. Technically true, but as anyone that actually knows how this game works will tell you, there's way more valuable things you can get than just auto attack damage. Like, your attack damage is not going to come from auto attacks ever. Like, it's chip damage. It comes from arts. I mean, if you want to be really technical, it comes from chain attacks, but good luck getting a chain attack with just Rex. Take a look at the icons in the lower right of the screen. One of these actually means the art is ready to use. Arts are special techniques distinct from auto attacks. The icons are laid out like controller buttons, so just press the corresponding button to use one. It's nice, it does feel a little naked compared to the Xenoblade 3 version, but you just have less arts to work with in this game. Unfortunate. After using an art, you'll have to wait until the recharge gauge surrounding the icon is refilled before you can use it again. The recharge gauge will refill as you auto-attack enemies. Try pressing X now to let it rip with Rex's anchor shot arc. Can I cancel yet, or is that something you unlock? Oh no, you can do it now. The enemy just dropped something. This item is called an HP potion because you're an idiot. Maneuver Rex to the HP potion to pick it up. It will restore some of his HP. Some arts, like Anchor Shot, will always cause the enemy to drop an HP potion. Should you use your arts immediately to deal serious damage or save them for when you need bonuses like that HP boost, consider your arts tactics carefully. And I'll be fine. It's doing chip damage to me. This thing's almost dead. I don't know what happened to the camera. I have no idea what happened. I've got more to say, but I'll save it for after the cutscene.
A horizon of white, a sea of clouds, and at its heart, the world tree, piercing the heavens. This is the world we call home. Allrest. Story goes that when the world was young, everyone in Allrest lived on the tree, together with our divine father, the architect. According to the tales, it was a bountiful land, and the people there held the power to command even the heavens themselves. They called that paradise Elysium. But then, one day, we were cast out. Nobody knows why. Perhaps we angered our creator, or perhaps it was something else entirely. All we know is we were forced to leave Elysium, to live here in Allrest, where it turns out life was pretty hard. But when it seemed like we would surely die out, the architect took pity on us, sending his servants, the Titans, to save us. The few of us who survived settled on the Titans, and we've lived in harmony with them ever since. But now those Titans are beginning to die out.
brazier does my weary old bones much good.
You want me to move it, Gramps?
No, that's quite all right. Leave it right there.
Righto. Not another one. Been happening a lot lately.
More so than before.
I wonder if anyone was living there.
It seems not. And if there had been, they would have all left by now.
Makes sense. Hey, Gramps. Do you think Fonset Village will be gone too one day?
It would not be today or tomorrow, but one day, yes, it will fall.
And you too?
That's how it goes with us Titans. There's no way around it.
Eventually, there'll be nowhere left to live.
Sadly.
So, you Titans were born up there. Is that right?
So they say, for what it's worth. Mind you, I was born here on All Rest. As for my ancestors, who could say where they were born?
Can it really exist? This Elysium, and the Creator, who said to live there?
A land of plenty atop the world tree. If such a place did exist, perhaps we could all live in peace, with no need for fighting.
Sure would be great. For everyone. Even folks in Fonset. If the Divine Architect can see us now, I wonder what he thinks. All right, back to making money. I think this haul should be enough for today. Oi, Gramps! Care for a little swim to the Argentum Trade Guild?
You're planning on selling it now? It's getting toward my bedtime.
Don't play the lazy old man with me. There's plenty of sunshine left.
Kids these days. No respect, I swear.
Is this a cutscene? Am I free to talk again? I don't know yet. Like, this seems like it might just be an introductory thing for Argentum Trade Guild, the first proper location of the game. Like, sorry, but the back of Gramps is not. Oh, nope, still a cutscene.
How's business?
Going all right, else I wouldn't be here.
Fair point. So, which one am I unloading?
We can leave that until I'm done negotiating. Shouldn't be too long.
Well, mooring is 15 gold per half day.
I'll have your gold after I sell the stuff, all right? Later!
Hey, hold on! You know I can't do credit. Does it every time, too.
afraid.
Figures.
Awesome. This thing's huge, and it's not even a Titan ship.
Looks like our adventure is about to really get going, and you can count on me to offer timely explanations on any new game features you encounter. Can I? Can I? When you close this tutorial screen, you'll see Goldmouth Return Port pop up on your screen. This is letting you know you found a landmark. When you've discovered a landmark, you can return to it instantly with skip travel at any time. If you're defeated in battle, you'll be returned to the last landmark that you visited. Ours is a great variety of landmarks, so discover as many as you can to help you on your adventure. And just in case you ever find yourself struggling with the basic controls, press up, left, or right, I read that out of order, sorry, to bring up a quick explanation of the control scheme. Left for battle controls, up is for camera controls, and right is for field controls. Don't worry, it's going to be something that no one uses, everyone forgets about, and will probably accidentally bring up repeatedly. Hi, how you doing? So, like, about that money that I definitely don't have. Actually, back 15G. I mean, I actually have 33, so take it. So, don't know if you shrink your bill. I say Goldmouth, yeah. Actually, got a lot to be proud of. Wasn't exactly a stable career, I imagine. Days you might hit the jackpot on an unlucky day, you might not bring in a single G. Independently, your age in business like that can't be easy. It's the good work, yeah. See, you say that, but as this game is no doubt going to prove, salvaging is easily the most profitable thing you can do in this game. Like whenever you're running low on money, you just go salvaging a few rounds and you're rich again. Hey there. Extra boy! Upon here has just arrived to a bit outside here in Argentum. Keep saying the central exchange is inside Goldmouth just after you enter the ship, but he just doesn't get it. He wants you to take him up to Lemore Inn on the 3rd floor. Salvage, not a tour guide. See, my notice there, unlike Xenoblade 3, the characters here don't have unique lines for everything. They just repeat the same few every time, so not gonna bother reading those over like the hi there's or what have you. They get very repetitive very fast. Hey there. I know. Stop talking. It's good to see you. This is my time watching ships go by till cargo loaded on board. Next night to be together, nice to see Sam Rodder so much. So I'm kind of busy at the moment. Too bad. We thought it would be nice to make happy memories of us on our long, long voyage. I might be just being an automatic. I keep doing good work of salvaging. Oh, hey there, Rex. Ship caught your eye. Well, of course. Yeah, I guess not easy to miss. They knew they made ships as big as the Titan at the core. Can't even begin to imagine how the whole thing works. Indeed. You know what ship it is? Oh, so client to the chairman, I think. Don't know the details. Huh, I see. I know you're curious. Don't go climb on board or anything, okay? I'm not that crazy. There we go, get back to work. Right then, see you on Garum. I actually forgot there was a scene for this ship if you go over to it. That's a boat, wonder where it's from. I don't know. I want to climb on board. I've been told not to climb on board, therefore I must climb on board. It is the law. The law somewhere. Ah, well, fell into the clouds. Thankfully, Cloud Sea is basically just treated like water. So, you can absolutely swim in it. Well, I did it. I climbed on it. And there seem to be no repercussions for this. I just want to imagine the clients just come out sometimes like, what is this kid doing? Da 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 dee doo, la 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 la. Yeah, alright. For the foreseeable future, I'm probably just gonna have to book it through the plot. Oh crap, I'll finish that thought in a second. Let me tell you a few things I find useful. First off, I'll explain the regular view. See what the arrow's pointing to right now? That's the compass. It is a mess. The marker on the compass indicates the direction Rex should be heading in, except when it lies. The digits above the mark on the compass shows the distance to your destination. In what? I don't know. If Rex's destination is higher than his current position, you'll see a little arrow above the marker. Conversely, if it's a lower altitude than Rex's current position, then the arrow will be displayed below the mark. Look at the environmental information with the arrow mark pointing to right now. Yes, the sun and other sun. This will key you in about info of your immediate surroundings, like weather, time of day, and so on. Next, the mini-map. You can use this to get a quick grasp of Rex's surroundings. The yellow marker in the middle shows Rex's current location and the direction he's facing. Yep. Then you can see that blue cone. That's the camera spinning around. Push L to switch between a full screen or a mini-map view. Shame we can't do that now. Confident adventurers might also prefer to their way through almost without using the mini-map. I mean, I guess I can see why some people would, but I don't know. This isn't exactly a super immersion full game. So, I'm not quite there. The aesthetic admittedly takes me out of it a bit. That's not me digging at it, this time. I feel like the only Xeno game that I've played that I would even consider that on is Xenoblade X. And honestly, that's mostly just because you have the gamepad. Lastly, we have the current objective. As you might expect, this tells you exactly what Rex is supposed to be doing at the present time. You can toggle its visibility with ZR, so take a look at it if you're unsure about what to do next. It was the Y button in Xenoblade 3, and I vastly preferred on ZR. I don't know why they changed that. The ZR doesn't even do anything in 3. They could have easily kept it there. Right now, it's telling you to go and pay a visit to Malolo at the Central Exchange, so try doing that. It's so easy. Why did they change it? I don't know. The Y inversely, I think, is what they bound to auto-run in this game. Yep, it's auto-run. Which is way more natural to figure out than clicking in the analog stick, what they did in Xenoblade 3, which... Xenoblade 3 in general just really wanted you to ruin your sticks. They mash buttons all the time. It's not a fan of that. Because, again, like, it was so unnecessary. There was buttons they weren't using. Yeah, like I was saying before the tutorial popped up, I'm probably gonna just go straight through the plot for a while. If I could, I would probably do it for the entirety of the first playthrough. That's not really feasible, unfortunately, but if I could, I would. Just to get through the first playthrough, and then I would essentially treat the New Game Plus playthrough like my proper playthrough. I would get all the unlocked optionals in. I don't remember for a fact, I'm pretty sure the quests reset New Game Plus. So I think I'm probably better off not doing too many of them. I'm not saying I'm not going to do any quests, of course, but I'm probably not going to do a whole load of them this time around. When New Game Plus comes around, absolutely. At that point, I can stop caring about the plot, and I've unlocked all the special gameplay features that I could ask for. Let me see, disappointed that Xenoblade 3 didn't really have a proper New Game Plus. At least not one on the level of this game. I throw it on. I think this is a good idea to move around just side or back of enemy during battle. Now you think this info may be relevant for repairs on Goldmouth. When it's hard to hammer nails, should not hit from straight above, but side on. Oh, I don't think you want to think about all the nails you did under Bruinen. What do you have now, Ring Cheese? Is that Central Exchange? So I report the next work for our Armenian treatise. The exchange is around the center of the ship of Goldmouth. You want to salvage goods? Speak to Malolo. Fine, I'll talk to Malolo. I was just saying I'm gonna gun through plot, at least for a while. At least I don't know, like, I want to say at least till Uriah, but it really depends on, like, at what point I get hard luck. Because I'm trying to keep the game on normal. I don't want to have to resort to easy mode just to get through fights. I consider myself a fair bit better at the combat system of this game than I do in 3s, but it can still ruin me. This game... I'll finish my thought after this. I don't want to hold this part hostage.
What? That's it?
It's life, Mayor. There's still more than I give to non-friend. If you bring military supplies, then you get good price. Ceasefire between Moor Ardain and Uriah not keep for too much longer, methinks. So weaponry is hot item. Well, what friend think? I'll make it worth your while.
I told you before. I stay away from that sort of thing.
Oh, it's shame. Reg's good salvager. Could be good way to earn pretty penny. Waste of talent, if you ask me. Anywho, where were we?
I'll take your offer. 200 now, and you know what to do with the rest.
Okie doodles. Sending monies to Coroner Fonset Village, is right?
Yeah.
Is a beautiful thing. Sending money home at such young age. I touched. Wish my own dum-dum little pond did same.
It's 'cause Gramps doesn't charge rent. Hey, hey! All right, I'm counting on you.
Roger, pleasure doing business.
You got a reward, 200G. That is pocket change. Even by this point in the game standards, 200 is nothing. Like, as an example, let's just trigger a random cutscene. Oh, never mind, no, this isn't random.
Hello, Rex.
I'll have to finish that thought then.
Punin, been a while.
Rex looking high spirits? No, how say, yes, peppy.
Been worse. So, you got something for me? New job, maybe?
Something like that. By the way, Rex come from Fonset Village in Leftherian Archipelago, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Why'd you ask?
You should go straight to boardroom of chairman.
Wait, what's going on?
Chairman Banner asked for Rex by name.
The chairman. For me?
Right, well, we'll follow that later because that's actually main story stuff. Hello, same guy, copy paste it twice. This game really does that a lot, and a lot of them also aren't very high fidelity models. Even funnier is they copied some of these over to Xenoblade 3. It's so funny. Like, they were proud of these, at least proud enough to bring them back. I'm not saying every character model looks bad. Like, I think this guy here looks fine for the most part, as long as you don't focus too much on the details. Like I was saying, 200G is not much. Oh, they won't even let me look at the stores because like 200 wouldn't let me buy anything here. That's basically what I was gonna say. Oh, hold on a second. Before I forget, I should probably explain how to control the camera. If you got this far in here without knowing how to control the camera, I'm not even angry. I'm just impressed. Camera has 2 modes, auto and manual. To use manual mode, just use the right stick to point the camera in whichever direction you like, which I've been doing this whole time. Press R while the camera's in manual mode, the camera will hone in on Rex's back and follow him around. This is what we call auto mode. I do not believe I have ever used auto mode in this game. You can adjust the camera's height and zoom. It works the exact same as it did in 3. Hold down L, then move the right stick, left, right, or up and down to adjust zoom. If you experiment with different camera angles, then you might be able to spot a few things that you might have otherwise missed. So give it a try. It is nice they give you this, but this game isn't quite as well optimized as 3, and you're probably going to see that later on. I can't really get away with just zooming out all the way. Like, some areas it's fine in, like here in Argentum, I don't think it's too big a deal, but like, one area that always comes to mind for me is the Ardanian Titan. Like, that's around the mid-game. Like, it has a really bad habit of lagging, especially under certain weather conditions where it can genuinely drop down to single-digit FPS. It's bad. That one, like, you cannot be zoomed out. Like, the only fix for it is zoom in like this, just stare at the ground. You gotta go full Bethesda on it. Yeah. Zoom back out. Up, that's too far. It was about there before. Up, Rex! Rex! Please! Let me talk to somebody! Fine, whatever. We'll talk to Bana. Which anyone that plays Xenoblade 1 knows, yeah, don't trust the Bana.
Thank you for accepting summons. I, Bana, chairman of Argentum Trade Guild.
But pleased to make your acquaintance.
Me hear from purporting that friend is salvager of some renown. That being case, I have dincy-wincy thing to ask of Rex.
A request straight from the chairman.
Reward is 100,000 gold.
100,000?
Friend here, right? Actually, that just the advance. Another 100,000 provided upon completing job.
200,000 gold in total? I must be dreaming. I'll do it. I hereby swear to use every skill I possess to ensure this job is successful. I promise I won't let you down.
You agree without even hearing details of job?
Oh, right. What kind of job is it?
You really have skills for this?
Of course, I'll be fine.
If you say. Here, crew will explain the task. Bring them in.
Sir?
Drivers and blades. Whoa, they look so cool.
So, there's something that we want to haul up. There were some current shifts. It showed up in an uncharted area. But it's a long way down.
Nice. I like a good challenge.
Banner offered to assemble a team of veterans for this job. But this crew very picky. They want small, elite team and only from Letheria. That when Banner have stroke of genius. Should hire Rex.
Ha ha! You made the right choice.
A child salvager. Jen, don't tell me we're gonna have to hire some babysitters for this outing too.
What the hell? You look as much like a kid as I do, lady.
At least I wouldn't wet myself for the promise of a measly £100.
What are you trying to say?
Rex, was it? I implore you to excuse my lady's discourtesy.
Dromark, what have I told you about speaking for me? Shut
Drop
your...
it, Nia. Though I do see your point. In any case, it should be easy enough to make sure.
What? Ah! What are you playing at?
Well, well, well.
Malos, what good is it beating up a kid?
You said it yourself, didn't you? What if the kid's not up to it?
I said nothing of the sort.
You did think it, though, right? And anyway, now we know. You'll do right enough. Though you don't look like a driver. Where'd you learn those arts?
Gramps showed me a thing or two, even when I was little. That was his idea of playtime.
Well, you've got some skill, I'll give you that. Guts, too. Kid, you better work hard.
Ma! Friend Friends are such rowdy bunch. Here is advance. Use to buy what gear you need, then go to dock on starboard. Banner has arranged excellent vessel for you there.
You got it.
Alright then. Have any preparations to make? First, I should probably check in with Gramps. I just took off on seeing some random ship without telling him. I'm sure he'd give me a later when I came back. Better head down the stairs and back to Goldmouth return port. You got the advanced payment of 100,000 G. Don't get too excited. It's gonna go away real quick. But yeah, we finally get our first proper look at the part of the tournament group, not the full group. You get Jen and Malos, which are the two big ones. And you get Mia, which, you know, she's looking a bit different from her Xenoblade 3 appearance, but I guess she's not queen yet, so fine.
When did it get so late?
Been too long standing around talking. Chairman Bana explain everything, we'll get to work straight away. Maybe put equipment with the money from Chairman Bana, but we won't. Yeah. When Frederick hits the Goldmouth thinks the dock, we have a standing ship ready for commandeering. See mission direct from Chairman, make sure to do a good job. Even more Pen didn't go a good job, make sure to come back in one piece. No dying make family sad. Tutorial. Oh wait, no, I have to go talk to Gramps first. Fine. I need to tell him I just agreed to a really dangerous job without his consent. And will not be speaking to him for the foreseeable future. I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
Alright, I'll see you later. Should be back in a day or two. Take it easy, Gramps.
That does not about cover it in the slightest. Why would you take a job you know nothing about? You don't even know who your employer is.
This came straight from the chairman, remember? What more do you need? Anyway, I'm off. You can take a nap while you wait.
Hey, come back here, will you? Rex!
Now that I've got Gramps' permission, just about, I'd better start making preparations for this mission. See, there's delusion, and there's whatever that is. 100 grand to spend. That sure is an exciting prospect. I could buy a whole new cutting-edge salvaging suit, but you won't. But no, I can't splurge this all at once. Folks back home need this money more than I do. I'll hold off on making any big purchases, just head to Shini's accessories. I'm always best to keep prepared for anything. I might end up fighting crust up like on my last salvage. This is such a rip. I could do a lot more with that 100,000. And just send it all away. Fine. Update quests are two types of quests. Regular quests and ones that are part of the main story. We need to complete the main story quest and advance the main story. No kidding. The direction of the next location is shown on the compass as a pink exclamation mark icon. Word of warning here, the pink icon will not appear on the compass at the top of the screen unless you set a quest to active. Feel free to ignore this feature if you're a seasoned veteran, but rookie adventurers would do well to remember to set active quests whenever possible. Even as a veteran, I still set it a lot. Not all the time, but often. Ordinary quests aren't vital for the main game story. Follow the blue exclamation mark to get to the next destination for those. Ours is full of people who could use a little help. You'll be able to spot them pretty easily since all have blue question mark icons above their heads. Speak to them, they'll usually open up to you about some kind of problem and request some kind of help. These are the regular quests that I mentioned earlier. Who is this I? Who are you, text box? I'm sure if you manage to solve their problems, they'll give you some kind of reward for your trouble. Quest log menu set. Open. Okay, I can open. Oh, well, this is the map, but okay, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, we can actually open this up now. We've got got the money counter there. We got our in-game time, which that is going to balloon very quickly, especially since I'm no doubt probably going to leave this game idling for reasons that people that know this game know exactly what I'm alluding to. Let's just say one of these two question marks has a feature that is pretty much built around waiting. You got characters, skip travel, which skip travel is the same as it was before. Characters is basically the driver and blade system that you're gonna have to set everybody up. Quest log is your quests. Ignore those two, and item list is your items. No kidding. System is just the in-game. What calls it? You know, like saving your settings. Like, oh, I think that. Never mind. No, that's literally all you can do. Save and options. Adjust settings related to camera. Adjust settings related to sound. The screen's brightness. I mean, brightness is fine. I think the camera's fine too. Like, I don't have any issues with any of these. Yeah, like I think this is all fine. Relating to gameplay, let's just say this menu is going to get a lot beefier later on. But for now, we have these two. And they're fine where they are. And lastly, there's expansion pass, which I am not going to activate for now. I will have to dig into this at some point, and it will probably be sooner than later, at least to start, but there is incentive on waiting. Oh yeah, alright, let's dig into this quest. Alright, Shinini. Our friend Rex, good to be seeing you. Hey, Shinini, you still got that thing we talked about before? Hey, Rex, trying to save up money to purchase. Well, you got it, can I have a look? There's one object, and it gives you a 24% max HP boost, which, for this point of the game, is actually really good. Mind you, there's gonna be things that are way more valuable than having your max HP increased, but it's fine for now. Rex, we have so much money! Savage, this amazing treasure. We'll take out a big job from the chairman. About 100,000 just in advancing it. Huh? Quite impressive. We go into our water, so I want to make sure I'm prepared. So we should protect Rex. You need a guarantee. Work on job. Right, now it's sorted. I've still got a fair amount of cash there. Then send some back home to the folks at Fawcett. Let's go see Malolo at the Central Exchange again. Finally got that Abyss Vest that you always wanted. I did. It'll boost your maximum HP by 24%. Right now, the Abyss Vest is the only accessory you have, but you're sure to get a whole lot more during your adventure. Just remember, you'll need to equip accessories to benefit from their effects. So the main menu, characters, get your set up accessories to do so. This particular mechanic works the exact same as it did in 3, so I don't really feel a need to describe this. I'm sorry, like, you know how I always accidentally would open or unopen the map? It's this game's fault. Because you know the button that opens up the map? X. The same button you would hit in Xenoblade 3 to open your proper menu. I feel a bit vindicated, at least. To be fair, like, this game does it right, I think. Like, it should be the plus button to open the proper menu, then the X is for the map stuff. But yeah, accessories. There we go. I certainly doubt we have anything else, but I'll at least explain or some other stuff. So, use the speed to enhance character abilities. Big shocker, we're not going to be able to do anything yet because we do not have enough points. Yeah, you have increased strength by 20. These are all permanent effects, by the way. Increase agility by 20. Allows you to use driver assigned to X to start the battle. That is definitely the highest priority one for Rex. We're getting that one as soon as I can. I do not care if I have to wait. Increase ether by 20. Increase HP stored when reviving teammate by 15% because it's worth mentioning. Unlike Xenoblade 3, everybody can revive characters. It's not just the healers. Which, good, because there's only one character that actually has a proper healer role in this game. They're not always in the party, so... Yeah. Yeah, like, these two outer rings, if you want to, like... I think the second ring here unlocks when you get 2 of these during the first, and then I think when you get 5 or 6 total, this third ring unlocks. That's how it works for everybody, not just Rex. Then WP to Strengthen Arts. Every weapon you have is going to be listed here. I only have the one here for now. Down here, I don't have enough to upgrade Anchor Shot. All this would do is just make it do a little more damage. It's certainly not bad. anchor shot is something that's always going to be useful in this game. But off that for now. There's not really anything else worth discussing for the time being, so let's go! I at least want to finish this part of the quest before ending the part. But I don't want to get into the habit of doing this 5-hour videos like Xenoblade 3. I only did that because I really wanted that game to be over. It had been going on for way too long, and this game's probably going to have the same problem, but not for a while, okay? At least not until I beat the main campaign the first time. Maybe once I get the New Game Plus, I'll start doing it, but I don't know. So again, did friend forget something? Well, no, it just didn't make me forget anything. I just said to make a cash transfer. Rex found money on the floor. No one around here very particular about money, so she certainly didn't even small change. Oh no, I didn't pick up any small change. I actually got my hands on big sum. Big sum like 2,000, gee. Oh, I'm trying not banning the number about too much, but more like 100,000. 100,000! Not so loud. Oh yes, sorry much. Rex, you don't think old. Actually, no, I don't need somewhere longer now to get mixed up in shady business. I don't think it's that big a deal. Anyone who does not be able to accept such a sum here anyway. Should talk to the courier. Let me spoil though, except here always delivered to a courier called Max. Oh, okay, Max. I know him. Didn't know he was supposed to deliver the money for me all this time, huh? I'll send to make things quicker. Friend know him back to find Max. Yeah, he'll just be right through the Oriental Bazaar, right? Thanks, Burrito. Can I talk to people yet? Nope. Fine. I guess they don't want me to throw away the money I'm supposed to send to Max. Fine. Fine, take it all. Hey, Max, like to transfer some money? Or if there's a Rex, pretty rare for a client drop of cash in person. Speak some this time, some Rudo said he should bring it straight to you. Hey, you're quite the guy, you know. How many people send this money back to folks every single month? Oh, it's not that big a deal. So much we talking. Really into pockets after really do it myself, let's say. Not send empty your pockets. Basically, empty your pockets. Oh, can you deliver 90,000 to Concept Village, please? Oh, it's quite a healthy sum. You haul up some huge treasure. Oh, something like that. Took on a big job from the chairman. That sounds like quite like a piece of. Oh yeah, got a delivery for you too. Good thing you dropped by instead of track you down. From same anti-colony of yours, actually. Oh, that's a brace clad sea shark. So let's just have to dig into that later. Thanks, Max. Take care of the transfer for me, okay? You can count on me. Hello there, friend Rex. You're the proprietor of Whiteside Salvaging at your service. Well, no need for introductions of me, Rory. So can I go and check out some cylinders in a bit? Not the perfect timing, Rory. Just getting brand new cylinder type of having time. Friend want to test out? Oh, really? You'd let me? Rex is up-and-coming star of Savage World. Rex is proof of quality, easy for Rory to sell. Not every day I get the chance to test out a brand new product. Be happy to help. And then it's settled. I'll see Rory on rear deck shortly then. We will make preparation. Gotcha. That sounds like a quest setup. Oh no, it's just an extension. Fine. New cylinder, please test out nearby salvage point. Temporary impressions from music. Alright then, leave it to me. Cylinder. The silver. It actually takes a while to unlock silvers. So, good. Tutorials. Time to learn about salvaging. The icon you can see in front of Rex right now marks where we call a salvage point. As long as you have cylinders handy, you can go salvaging at one of these points at any time. Follow the on-screen instructions and hit the buttons at just the right time to get your hands on some treasure. That's right, this is a quick time event, folks. Time it right, you get some high-quality treasure, but if your time is off, the value of the treasure will decrease. There are salvage points all over Alrest, and the type of treasure varies from point to point, so if you find a new one, be sure to give it a try. Some points are okay. I don't think there's any outright terrible points. At least ones that aren't, like, story-based bad. But there are some really good ones. I do not think this is one of the really good ones, but, like, the ones that are worth farming, like, you can get rich off of insanely quick. Like, there's a relatively good one on the next area. There's a really good one, I think, in the chapter 4 area, and that's the first, like, really good one. But yeah, anyway. By the way, if you're short on cylinders, you can buy them from any salvage shop. You'll see the shops all across Alrest. An expensive cylinder is likely to get you a better quality treasure, but even a cheap one can yield a decent haul, so use your gold as you see fit. At the moment, you'd better use the cylinder that Uri gave you and see how it goes.
Time for some treasure hunting.
Quick time event! Quick time event! Oh crap.
Onwards.
Well, I was expecting B. Sorry.
Oh, I love the smell of salvage.
At least I got 2 of them. Hey, speaking of 2.
No, we lost the upper hand.
Get these first. Alright.
Yeah,
We'll be fine.
yeah, yeah.
Probably. I'll use cheese strats if I have to.
Did I do that? Anchor shot. Ha!
I don't think I have to though. Okay.
You're all
No
mine.
cheese strats yet. The cheese strats will come. Playing Xenoblade 3 for as long as I did, where you have like the really wide collection radius. Playing this game where it's so small, it hurts a little. You can extend it in this game, to be fair. And it will happen, it's just gonna take a while. We're trying to study history from salvage artifacts. Have you heard anything interesting lately? We're doing no salvage goods really used today. Looks like those giants black ring. We get ring for looks like ring for a giant finger, but then what happened? Giant! Oh, pretty impressive. Your imagination, now everything's so interesting. Alright, Rory. Looked like a friend all finished. How was your cylinder? It was fantastic. I mean, I had to fight some enemies, but it was pretty good. Fantastic, good to hear. Hurry home with stuff just the same way. Great, thanks so much for help. Here, give friend present of 3 normal cylinder. Can you use the same place as before? Meh, happy salvaging. Never run out of cylinders. Please drop by shop anytime. We make deal. Guess I got a bit distracted. What was I meant to be doing again? I should stock up on food supplies. The brace clutch sea shark now, but I could do with a bit more. You'll visit fishing on the 3rd floor, then I should be all set. I really want to do some stuff, but I'm close to the hour mark. I need to just go. I'm guessing I still can't buy things as I see fit. Even though I barely have any money now because Rex officially sent it all away. Fine. We'll go to Fishy Fishy. Welcome, friend. What should I buy? You have 3 options here. -3, he's taken -4, ether damage taken. Or -4, ether damage taken, plus a bunch of other effects. Also, the timer is tripled. Yeah, obviously, the good buy is this one. I'm only buying 1. There's no way I'm gonna be in the next area for over an hour. Good. Mission's over. Alright, got the accessory I wanted. I'm all sorted for food. Think she's just about to do it. Some left for it. At least maybe I'll step the inn. I could head back to Gramps to rest, but he might try to give me another lunch. So yeah, it seems next. Plenty of cash left, and I can rest a nice go for bed once in a while. Then should be just past Rumble Tum Canteen. Let's get moving. You're literally looking at the inn, Rex. It's what's over here at the canteen, actually. It still won't. I get it. They don't want you wasting money at a point where it's possible to actually just be bankrupt. Let me quickly explain about lodgings. When you take a short rest in a lodging facility, then you can use any bonus XP you've earned to boost your level. Remember in Xenoblade 3 when you would level up at a campfire? Or at a canteen? It's the same idea here. Like, there'll usually be at least 1 in-type location of varying prices. Usually anywhere from 100G to 500G is the standard. You can use any bonus XP you earn to boost your level. That works exactly the same way as it does in 3. Also, like in 3, you cannot take away your experience once you've given it to yourself, so it's very possible to get over-leveled very quickly. Bonus XP is the experience that you earn completing quests or discovering landmarks. Be sure to rest the ends in case you can use it. Although, to be fair to what I just said a minute ago about the experience being something that's one way, that's only true in base game. On New Game Plus, you actually can roll it back, and you're actually expected to, and you're also expected to exchange it for a whole bunch of other goodies. It's a whole system. I actually really like how they did it in New Game Plus, but we'll get to that when we get to that. If you come up against a foe that you just can't beat, do a few quests to build up your bonus XP, and then go to a lodging facility and level up. On the other hand, if you're the type that likes a challenge, you're free to never level up at lodgings at all. It'd be fun to live dangerously. Well, you got a big day ahead of you tomorrow. You better get some shut-eye. As much as I'd like to pretend like I'm never going to use the bonus XP, I'm definitely going to use the bonus XP. At least for playthrough number 1.
And arrived.
Hello, Lemorian. Lemorian, rest please, the world traitors. Would like to submit. Thank you very much for custom. You have rooms free. Yeah, it's 100G. You can level up one whole level, which at this point, that's actually quite the jump. Look at the HP jump, 431 all the way to 517. That alone makes it worth it. Then you got like +4 strength, +4 ether, +3 dex, +4 luck, and +2 agility. Most of those are obvious. Luck is tied to something that we can't even access yet, supposedly. Luck is one of those things no one's even 100% sure what it does, from what I can tell. Like, it seems to kind of have its hands in a few different stats. Like, you would assume it'd be, like, critical hit chance. It might be tied to that, but we're pretty sure it's not the only thing it's tied to. Dexterity, I'm assuming, works the same way here as it did in Xenoblade 3, which was your accuracy.
Yeah, I'm feeling stronger than before.
You fade to black like that. It makes me think there's a cutscene going on, but no, we're just here. Just the grim soup and Grump's back. Means they feel like going a bit stronger. They better head up to the meetup point. Those Goldmouth exit down to the ground floor, right? This is a bit of time to look around Goldmouth a bit longer if I want to, but I shouldn't dawdle too long. A number of shops are now available, thank goodness, for you to use. And a whole range of different traders as you journey across Alrest. Our Chintum Traders is known as the hub of Alrest's commerce, so naturally you'll find a plethora of different shops here. I mean, that sounds really good, but then you realize, honestly, like, every town you visit is going to be as big as Argentum, if not bigger. While you're here, you should make sure you've got everything you need before you head out on your adventures.
I slept like a baby.
Pouch setup is now open. Oh, I forgot to tell you something important. Rex's pouch. I was just about to explain that, but okay. Fine, I guess the game's going to do it for me. Okay, is the system update going to stop? Is there any other kind of shop that I need to know about? Okay, Rex's pouch. Rex never goes anywhere without his handy pouch. It's great for putting his favorite items aside so that he always has them close to hand. Rex's pouch isn't that big, and only hold just one handy item at a time. So what should you put in your pouch? Well, usually the sort of everyday items you'll find at lifestyle shops. Just keeping them close by can have all sorts of effects. There are 12 different types of lifestyle shops across Alrest, so be sure to encounter a new one. Be sure to check it out. See, that sounds really impressive. The problem is they are not created equal. Every type of shop has like the fish shop here, or canteen here, which I think it's just like staple food types. Like they all have, like any lifestyle food type is always going to have this max HP barrier. I see the quest there. I'm going to ignore it for now. Do they have one here? They do. Honeycomb sweets, desserts are objectively the best option in this game, and it is not even close. Which is really unfortunate. I'd really like to dig into some of these others, but the problem is the benefit that the sweets have. Like I already mentioned, like the only reason you ever do your auto attack is so you can get your arts charged up. And what do desserts do? Well, they recharge your arts, of course. Yeah, I'll get another jelly here and put that on Rex once we go into the proper area. We're kind of low on money now. I could go and do those salvage things, but there's other quests here too. But like I said, I don't think I really need to dig too deep into that for now. I may come back and do those later. Thankfully, this game doesn't have much in terms of mystical quests. There is a few in a very select location, but even then, I'm not too worried about that one because it's New Game Plus. That's where I'm planning on doing all my questing. That's why I don't want to do a whole lot of quests. Like, the only quest I can see myself actually going after in this game is quest to get blades. Like, for example, if I just cannot for life me get an electric blade, like, I might do Vesses. That's just an example of one. But, yeah, unfortunately, you never really know what you're going to end up with in this game until it's too late. Like, there are some that are tied to your group, like, the first blade that Rex gets, for instance, is a fire blade, so you don't really have to worry about that. Of course, you can still use a fire, but it's not going to be as efficient as it would be if you use something else alongside it. But anyway, I'm getting into stuff that I can't even demonstrate now. So, yeah. I am going to leave all that here for now. Part's getting long. I'm not looking for any more 5-hour giants. It's in your head? I cannot. 0 out of 10, worst game ever made. But seriously, see you next time when we should begin the prologue chapter proper. Sorry so much of this was explaining. This game doesn't always do the best job of explaining itself. Like, it has really deep and interesting mechanics to it, and all you have is the little text blurbs that half the time aren't even right. But yeah, take care. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.